Yeah, I'm fucking good at this shit now.
Oh, okay.
We're 4 episodes deep and I know what I'm doing.
Well, then I guess welcome to Bar Talk, everybody.
Episode 5. Oh, jinx. Oh my God, you know what was actually really funny? Okay, so when I edited the last clip with Drew, did you notice that we both went, no, at the same time?
Yes.
Did you see that?
When it went out?
I have so many of those. He was like talking to us and he was saying some really insightful shit. And me and you both looked at each other and we went, no, yeah, wow.
We should make a reel just of that.
I should. I got to find them. But
Us
my
being
freaking
terrible.
audio wasn't even working. So like you could just hear you. And I'm in the background like, just like my mouth is moving.
That's awesome.
Looks like some like
right.
anime shit.
We're going to start this episode off with some essential oils instead of shots because we need help this week. We're going to take... Do you want
really
Envision?
rough.
Do you want Envision or Into the Future? I have no idea what scents they are.
Into the future for sure.
Okay.
I'm into that.
I'm going to do Envision. All right. You just dap it up. Give me the...
Are you gonna, okay. What do I do with it now? Just rub it in my wrist?
Rub it.
Fuck,
And
I
see
have all
into the
these hair ties
future.
on me.
Jesus.
I've got like 7 hair
Why do you
ties
have
on.
so many hair ties?
I don't know. Hold on.
Tracy's got like 5 hair ties on her wrist.
I know.
And I'm Envision.
I am
Oh,
manifesting my
I
future.
gotta put this on my chest or something. This is a lot more than I thought.
I'm manifesting just a better tomorrow. Considering how this morning has been, I'm just manifesting a better tomorrow.
Yeah, tell me about your day. Tell me about, you gotta tell me about this incident you had at Starbucks too.
Oh, well, which one do you want me to start with?
Talk about Starbucks, because that was Friday, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
I gotta
So
figure out
I
this
think
microphone.
maybe, I don't know, did I mention that I used to work at Starbucks and Dunkin'? Maybe.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
whatever. I used to work at Starbucks and Dunkin' for like years. And low-key, one of the most fun jobs I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like, love being a trainer, but I'm not gonna lie, working at the drive-thru, top job. Like right there, top job. Just so much fun, just shooting the shit with people, whatever. So every single drive-thru is on this system, like no matter where you work, like
Right.
Dunkin', Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever. They're on this system where every drive-thru of that company goes through whatever their average is in time. Well, let's say like it takes 90 seconds for somebody to order their meal or their drink from the time that they order, the time that it takes them to pay, and the time that it takes them to leave. There's like this average window,
Yeah.
you know? And like you have to hit it while you're working. And it's always both at Dunkin', Starbucks, or any other companies that my friends have worked for have said the same thing. Like that's everybody's main priority, right? So anyway, I'm like, I teach the 5 a.m. class. I literally shit you not. I am out the door and I'm at Starbucks by 5:47.
Okay.
Like I am there in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. I know for a fact it's me and this other black truck that are there at the same time.
Okay.
So it's like this game. We wave at each other. I don't know who the dude is, but I see him like every morning. I'm there at 5:47. It literally takes me like 5 minutes to get my drink. And this bitch does it on purpose. I swear to God. Because like I've seen her at the window. I order the same thing. I'll come up. It's really not that, I'm not an excessive barista, Starbucks, grande latte, blah, blah, blah person. I'm
You
like,
don't
I just
ask
need
for
a coffee.
100 things.
Right. Like I literally just need something super basic that's on the menu, or I ask for an iced coffee or cold brew. Okay. Normally black, whatever. So she's been doing this consistently where she'll literally stand there at the window looking me in my face and she's holding the coffee talking to one of her friends. Meanwhile, I've worked there before, right? So like if you had a headset on and it's green, it means you're talking to the person that's outside the window. If the headset is blinking green and red, right? It means that you're talking to somebody else in that store with a headset on.
Okay.
So she's having a conversation with somebody that's inside the store because I can see it and they're shooting the shit, you know, haha, whatever. And she's standing there looking at me
With your drink.
with my coffee in my hand. I'm like, I have to be back at work by 6 o'clock.
You're right.
And like, I know I got here in 2 minutes, but like, that's when people start to wake up. So it's like, people are getting to work by 6. People are coming to the gym. I'm like, I'm not going to make it back by 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So the other day I was like, hey girl, listen, I've done this before for years. Like I literally worked at Dunkin' Donuts since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
I was like, I was a manager at these stores. I could give a shit less that you don't give a fuck about the time. Like, I think it's super dumb. Like, I got it. Cool.
Yeah.
I said, listen, you don't even have to say hello to me. Just give me my coffee and let me leave.
Right.
Like, you could be still in the conversation with the person that you're talking to inside the store, but just like, you don't even have to acknowledge me. Don't even say hello. Just hand me the coffee, stick the little QR situation so I can Apple Pay you, and then I'll just be on my merry way.
Yeah.
And she was just like, well, it's super early and, you know, like, we're just trying to wake up. And I was like, okay, but like, it's been fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can't believe she didn't just say like, yes,
sorry,
ma'am, you're a customer.
I know. So the next time that I went there, this bitch like literally did it on purpose. And she was like looking at me and her friend gave me the coffee and I was just like not having a great morning. So I'm like beaming this little girl like in the window. I'm like, bitch, give me my fucking coffee.
I just talked about you Gen Z hoes the other episode.
And this poor girl was like super young, and I probably made her super embarrassed. But I don't even
care.
No,
I don't see any problem with that.
No, yeah, I know. So now I don't know if I can go to Starbucks anymore because I don't know if I'm going to get my coffee in time. That was my story. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought there was going to be something more exciting.
I mean,
sorry.
No. It wasn't like crazy, but I was fucking pissed.
You said I went off on this girl. I'm thinking you're like going Jersey on this girl like you usually do.
Well, I definitely could have, because it was a good couple times that she did it. And I was
That's what I'm saying. So when you told me like, I have a story for you, I was like, oh, she's going Jersey. I'm ready for this.
Well, you know how important my coffee is.
I know.
I mean, it's 8 p.m. and I'm having my first cup today or right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm having my first cup right now. And it's actually,
I've had a Red Bull and a Celsius and
no,
it's been a day.
And we were just talking about this. I could drink this cup of coffee and go right to bed.
Yeah, I couldn't, but I'll be up until 2.
No, so. I could drink a whole pot of coffee and just go right to bed. It's really bad. But no, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, and this morning you had a terrible morning because you decided to have ice cream that you shouldn't have had last night, and you had the shits.
Yo, bad. So, not to get like too personal. Excuse me. I'm healing over here. Not to get like, too personal or anything, but your girl never goes to the bathroom.
Too personal. She is hella IBS, and she'll either not shit at all or like have raging shits.
Like, there's no in between. I poop maybe 3 times a week.
That is so. Yeah, I poop like 3 times a day, homie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to do the best I can.
I don't know. I'd take some laxatives or something.
Dude, no, yesterday was like our date day or whatever. And all I wanted to do was I wanted to get, cause like, I've just been like a little stressed out. And for some reason I've been craving to get into some other bitch's business. Like I want to watch a reality TV show where I could just like laugh my ass off at how stupid people are being.
Okay.
So Big Brother has like all these different seasons. And like I used to watch Big Brother all the time, but I actually stopped. So we looked up what was the best season to watch. And it was season 10, 2008. So the quality was just like terrible, whatever. So that's all I wanted to do was get into some other bitch's business and watch it with Stefano. And I wanted to make brownies and eat ice cream because I haven't had like dairy-free ice cream in a while, which is,
You're an idiot.
I normally always have the same brand. It's so delicious. And I eat the like dark chocolate one. Fine. Well, I was there and I got the same brand, but I had the coconut milk cookie dough version. When I 10 minutes after I ate that ice cream, I was bent over, keeling over in pain so bad. I was like hysterically crying. Stefano had to fucking carry my ass to bed. Like I literally didn't sleep all night. And then it was so funny because Drew saw me at the gym this morning. I go to the gym. It's like obviously like not a great day. I was so depressed this morning. I didn't even leave to go get my coffee. That's why I'm just having a cup of coffee this morning or right now. I keep saying that.
Tracy
right now.
Always has her coffee.
I know. So I was just super depressed. I go to work out. I have a hole in the middle of my ass. Like I've been walking around all day with a hole in the middle of my ass.
I was
my
like, I have a hole in the middle of my
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now. It's like
same.
Everyone, I hope.
No one decided to tell me this morning that I had a hole in the middle of my pants. So I literally was like farmers carrying and just like, look at my ass, whatever.
Oh,
yeah, it was nice. Okay. Great. Headphones dead. Watch was dead. Heart rate monitor dead.
That's failure to prepare, and I don't feel bad for you.
I mean, I don't even feel bad for myself. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Tracy was like, scratch the day, we're done.
Yeah. And the workout was the DECA workout that you gave me. So I was like, this was a fucking really good workout. I literally died and I didn't record any of it. So mentally, it didn't even fucking count.
Went well?
Yeah, it went great. Except
Okay.
I barely slept last night and I felt like shit. So I wouldn't say it was the best results, but fuck, it was pretty good.
Good programming.
Yeah. Abigail just made my programming for the next couple weeks.
Couple weeks. We'll reevaluate a little bit. We're really just gonna change the days up a little bit. It also depends on how your time goes for this DECA. Because if you have a qual time,
Abigail's kindly coaching me.
Yeah,
through my races because I have a lot of different stuff coming up.
Yeah, if you have a qual time, then we'll keep going with some of the same program we've been doing. If you don't have a good qual time, we're just gonna focus on Spartan stuff.
I don't know if I'm gonna qualify.
Well, I don't know. Just say that. Tracy.
What? Oh,
into the future.
Manifest the fucking essential oils. What was it?
Into the
tomorrow?
Future.
Into the future? I am manifesting that I pull a 36-minute DECA fit out of my ass September 3rd.
There you go.
At 9 a.m.
There you go.
Okay. I'll do it. I ran it the other day and I ran 39. And it wasn't like at the course, like no adrenaline. I was not feeling great, but I ran a 39. But the qualifying time has to be like under 38, I want to say, is in 12th place right now. But the DECA fit in West
You could
Palm,
definitely get under 38. 36 would be
pretty substantial. 2 minutes is a lot to ask.
That's a lot to ask.
That's a lot to ask. I got to pull a 16-minute DECA strong, a 22 or 23-minute DECA mile, and then a 38 or lower DECA fit to qualify.
Okay.
For New Jersey.
Well, we'll see how it goes, and then we'll go from there.
I'm just gonna have some fun with it.
Have some fun.
I'm just gonna have some fun with it.
As much fun as you can have in a DECA event.
I wish you were coming.
Which is zero fun. To where is it?
West Palm.
Man, I'm a broke bitch right now. I can't be going.
You could stay in the Airbnb with us if you feel like sleeping on the couch, or there's an extra bunk bed, I think, in Barry's room.
You know why I can't go? Because of the wedding.
Oh.
We talked about this. I was like, why can't I go?
I forgot. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
And my sister's coming into town.
Oh,
shout out
fine.
Leah.
Okay, fine. And it's Labor Day weekend.
It's a what?
It's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend. My birthday's coming up.
Yeah, it is. What are we doing for your birthday?
I don't know.
What?
I don't like celebrating my birthday.
Can we go somewhere at least?
Maybe we can go.
We had a good time on my birthday. We rode the bull.
Maybe we can. Oh my god, it's Stetson's.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was actually really fun. We should. Honestly, I kind of just want to ask Doug if we can stay at his beach house and just like sit in solitude,
not even talk to each other, just sit next to each other in beach chairs. And we just think about our lives. Honestly, it's like a perfect day.
That's what I'm saying. You'll probably have great shits. Whenever she's not stressed, she shits much better.
Yeah. Well, whatever you want. It's your birthday.
And we'll figure it out.
I already have your gift. I don't have it with me, but I already ordered it. So
don't tell me what it is.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to wait.
Because you and Stefano like to give gifts early and tell each other what it is. I don't get it.
Because he's one of those people that if you he got me the Rogue set of bumper plates for the gym. That's a little bit different because the packages was 10 different packages.
Huge fucking things. It's hard to just to hide.
Yeah.
Especially when you're at work and stuff.
Yeah. But he bought me an Apple Watch once and
he just doesn't, he gets so excited about it that he's just
he's such a child. Yeah, he's such a child. He literally brought it home and he actually had his Apple Watch on because it was I guess if buy one, get one free or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if Stefano buys me something cool, he obviously has to buy it for himself because he's a kid. Love you, but he's a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever the wife has to have, I have to have too. So he bought me an Apple Watch for my birthday and then bought himself an Apple Watch and he came home with his on. I was like, babe, look what I got you. And I went, what? And he just showed me his wrist. And I was like, oh, wow, you got an Apple Watch. Cool. And he's like, no, I got you one. I got you the pink and gold one. And I was like, he just gave it to me in the box.
Oh, my God.
You're such an ass.
That would piss me off so much. The type of gift giver that people are, it really tells tells you the kind of person they are. I just can't. Dude, wait a week.
A card, just even if he was to not even
fucking wrap it,
dude, don't even wrap it, just put it in another bag and just give it to me with some paper in it,
right?
Crushed up paper,
right? Something I can open.
No, he's just like, here.
Stefano, we'll talk. We'll talk.
It's been years and you're not going to change them.
No, I'm not going to change them.
This is like 10 years.
Oh my God.
It's been going on for 10 years. I'm used to it by now.
What are we talking about today? We're talking about, we're going to talk about insecurities today a little bit, I think.
Yeah, we were talking about gym insecurities that we have, shooting the shit, and then we were talking about some anonymous stories or
and
just
how we
tips
feel
that
about
people,
dating members.
Yeah, we were all over the map today.
Other trainers. We're going to be all over today. That's okay.
That's all right.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, we're drinking coffee at 8 o'clock at night and shooting the shit. That's the point of this podcast today.
That's what this podcast is.
That's what the title of the podcast should be, is shooting the shit.
This podcast is for us to catch up.
Shooting the shit with the poop emoji. Shooting the poop.
Shoot that fucking poop.
Dude,
I actually would like to see like just a fucking AR-15 just go ham on a pile of shit. There's probably a YouTube video out there somewhere.
I bet you could look it up right now. I bet you could.
That'll be our video to advertise for this podcast.
Yeah.
User discretion is advised.
That'd be so funny.
So I think we'll start out talking about insecurities since we're just
as trainers and as securities as trainers and securities as regular people.
Are you proud of saying you got that sentence out?
Yeah, I'm like buzzed off this coffee real quick. You got to give me another like 5 minutes. This is the first drop of caffeine that I've had, and I've been up since 3:30.
Lower your mic, you'll regret that. Your face is gonna be cut out of this video, I think. If you guys are watching the video, that was a great face.
I'll post it somewhere. I don't want to be seen.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Abigail.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right. So speaking of beauty,
let's talk
about how we feel ugly.
Let's talk about regular insecurities first, and then talk about how you're a trainer and your insecurities of being a trainer.
Yeah. So I think that, with clients that come in to see us, a lot of their goals are wrapped in insecurity. I think a lot of the reason people get into the gym is because of insecurities. I know mine. I like being active, but I'm also a highly insecure person. Mm-hmm. I definitely was very insecure, and that's kind of what motivated a lot of my training initially, other than just staying in shape for my sports and obviously your sports and stuff like that. But, clients come to us and they always say the same thing. I want to lose weight. I want to get stronger. I want to feel good. I want to blah, blah, blah. But as you train them, you kind of understand really the reason why. It's like, I want my husband to look at me and think I'm beautiful. I want to be able to talk to the people at my work and not, feel like just so shy all the time. There are personal reasons, ingrained, I feel, in a lot of insecurity. The people that come to see us, especially Gen Pop.
Yeah.
And
a lot of that has to do with social stuff too, because they see people having like great relationships online or like doing the thing with the stuff on Instagram and feeling good in their skin, and then they feel like they have to kind of be like that. You know?
I think it's tough, and so people come in and they come in with insecurities, and I think they think that as they train they'll just go away. Yeah. But they don't. It's just another thing. It happened to me in my fitness journey. I don't like saying that, but just in my time working out.
Isn't that such a weird phrase, not to go back or anything, like fitness journey? And that's so like...
It's so overused. It's so beaten in.
So much.
My fitness journey.
Yeah. I think I used to say that too. Like when I first started posting on Instagram, or like would post about like my clients' fitness journeys. But like no shit, it's a journey.
Life is a journey.
Like life is a journey.
When
it's
you
gonna
understand,
be fuck up, and you're gonna keep going at it, keep on at it. But I don't know, the whole fitness journey thing. The thing for fitness journey to me, it sounds like there needs to be an end, and I don't like that. There is no end.
That's what's crazy is I was high in the bathtub the other day before I had like total existential dread. It was like I should not have gotten high.
Shit, sorry.
But I was...
Oh, I got a hair in my coffee. Fuck, today sucks. Today fucking sucks. Fuck. All right, keep going.
Just keep drinking.
I'm gonna drink it. You bet your ass I'm gonna drink it.
What was I saying? Oh, I was high in the tub. I was thinking about life being a journey, and like it was weird. My mind finally wrapped around the fact that it's like literally it's all a journey. There is no end. There's no destination. You know, like the goals you set, it's like, cool, you meet them. What's next,
And then
bro?
what?
Right? I think that's what gets people so down in the dumps, is because they're like meeting these goals, and then they're on top of the mountain, and then it's like they look up at the top of the mountain, which it's kind of cliche, but it's like they see all the fucking other mountains they have to climb, bro. They're like, oh my God, this was the first one.
But you ever see that picture? It's like a meme that was going around for a hot second, and somebody said something funny about it, but then it became super serious, and it's this guy, and it's water. It's a body of water, and there's a mountain, right, in the middle of the water.
Yep.
And it's like a mountain, and then underneath of it, there's a huge fucking rock underneath of the water, and it says, what does it say? Like journey, destination. Well, it's pretty much saying like all of the shit that you have to get through just to get to your actual destination. And like, I feel like that's what also trips people up, is they're like, wow, this is going to be the most grueling next couple months until I am able to hit my goal. But like, that's the fun of it, because that shit never ends.
I was gonna say you reach that goal, and then it's like, there's the other mountain, man.
Right. It's kind of like, it's like I'll use what I do as an example. Like, let's just say I hit 38 minutes. Okay. Am I going to be satisfied with 38 minutes? Of course. But am I going to want to surpass that? Of course.
So really,
why would I just be done?
Yeah.
Like, why would I ever be done? Okay, 38 minutes. It's the same course every single time, the exact same routine, the exact same 10 zones, the exact same distance. But every single time that you do it, you get better and you push towards a better time or a better goal. Why would I just say, okay, I made the qualifying time, fuck
Good
it.
to go.
That's it. Now what?
Right. I think that also ties back into insecurity, because right when you meet that goal and then you don't have a game plan of what's next, or you feel that dread of what's next, it fosters more insecurity. I've been going through that a lot recently, like if I'm being honest with my training, you know, because I've hit a lot of goals, because I'm newer in terms of I'm full-time now. And so it's been incredible and it's been exciting, but it's also been really terrifying, because I meet these, you know, number of client goals, I meet these financial goals, I meet all these goals, and then it's like, not only do I have a long way to go down, but it's also not a long way to go down. Let's not think that I'm way up there, but like I have a ways to fall, and there's also that what's next. And so you meet these goals, and then it's like, oh, fuck, man, like what now? And you become more insecure, because it's like, I'm not even close to there. I'm not even close, you know? And so I think this is what happens with our clients too, when they're training with us. Sometimes they meet a goal, and then they realize that it didn't solve all of their problems. And that's tough. And so I think that the beauty of the fitness journey, as cliche as it is that as you grow and meet these goals, you begin to figure out who you are. And you begin to figure out the real issues of why I'm insecure, and why am I unsatisfied with this, and why do I get frustrated about this? And then the fitness becomes its own thing, and then your personal growth becomes its own thing. Right. Instead of them being chronically tied within one another. And it's really cool to see my clients go through that. It's painful, but it's really beautiful, because they begin to understand that fitness is one domain, and then their whole personal growth is another domain. Yeah. And they begin to work on that.
And stuff that's like outside of the gym. Like, it doesn't have to pertain to things that are your goals in, like,
not even close.
Yeah. Like nothing. Like sometimes, you know, let's say you have like all of our people that are in our hybrid program, you know, they want to be able to do the rings or to do the monkey bars or the multi-rig or the Olympus at the events. And so like they'll be doing things in class, and it'll be months and months and months, and this person still hasn't gotten the rings. And like at first, when me and Barry were doing this, we were like, you have to stop focusing so much on that, because there's so many other things that you're progressing on while you're trying to hit this overall goal, which isn't even your big goal. It's just something that you have in your mind that's planted. Like, you planted the seed that your goal is to hit the rings. Right. Where realistically, your goal is to get a better time overall or whatever. You know, it's just, a main component for them, but they're missing all of these little things that they do that aren't even in the gym. You know, like some people are getting out of their comfort zone and hanging out with all of us, you know, like that's huge for some people. They're super isolated as a human being. We all went out to dinner the other night. We all went to Sarah's for a pool party. Like people that don't normally get out of their comfort zone that are doing that, or they're eating better, or they know that they can go out with friends and have a burger and not give a shit. Like that is progress that you're insecure about already, but you're just kind of like letting those things go. But when you have like a big goal like that and you're getting so insecure about not hitting something that's huge, you're missing all of that stuff. Well, you're missing all the in between.
I think that people also don't understand that that is a big goal that they've hit, that they've reached subconsciously. Like when you have been infested with thoughts of food and eating, and these either thoughts or actual legitimate experiences with disordered eating, and you get to a place where you're with your trainer, you're training, you're working out, you feel more confident, whatever, and you go a month or 2 months and you're like, I haven't felt like shit for eating, you know, food. That's like very, very big. Like that's stuff that people go to therapy for. Like that's stuff that people go on medication for. And you were able to solve that on your own through exercise. You know?
Yeah, it's huge.
It's just I don't think that people understand sometimes how big the feats that they have are. Exactly. And I'm guilty of that. I don't really celebrate any of my wins.
Like in between. So I'm guilty of that too, for sure.
I don't necessarily think you have to sit there and be like, hurrah to me, but like just to sit back and be aware and like meditate on it for a second and be like, wow, I accomplished this. Cool. You know, on to the next thing. Right. But just to sit and be like, I did that. Right. And that's awesome. That's something.
And you also like, you know, you're your own worst critic. Say that 3 times fast. You are your own worst critic. Ra-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. You are your own worst critic. Da-da-da-da.
I don't know why we made that a song.
I don't know either. Moving on.
It was getting too serious.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, that's all I have to say. I forgot what I was going to say, so
You're your own worst critic?
You are your own worst critic. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It came into my mind, and then I had a little ADHD spurt, and then it fucking went away. So
Abby, just like, back to you, Abigail. Throwing it back. Yeah, I think that as people also come to us, like it was really interesting. I had a conversation with one of my clients, my younger clients. What happened?
Sorry, do you see what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, you're looping it.
Yeah.
She's looping that coffee, making it happen. Oh, are you going to do ASMR? I thought you were going to do drinking coffee ASMR.
Oh. Ew. That was not a very good gulp.
What was I saying? Oh, I had a conversation with my one of my younger clients and her mom. And it was interesting because she was talking about how she was kind of insecure in a bikini or whatever with her friends, because her friends are all like super fit and whatever, because they're young and they have good genetics and they could drink and eat like shit and still have a nice body. And, you know, it's just how you are when you're 18.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I totally get it. Like, I feel like shit about my body all the time. And their eyes were like, what the fuck? Like, you insecure? And it's like, right. It almost like my eyes kind of went back at the, like, I was confused. I looked at them and I was like, of course, like, man, you could look at the hottest models in the world and ask them if they feel like shit about themselves. Sometimes they do. Yes. And it's just a part of, it's just part of life.
Natural.
Well, and I think that if I'm being really honest, like, insecurity, like deep-rooted insecurity, kind of also has ties to like these narcissistic tendencies. Like, you can't stop looking at yourself and evaluating yourself. No, but I think that I can be very prideful, and I think sometimes I'm so worried about looking a certain way, or
I think you're more concerned about being your best all the time.
Yes.
Like that's your, from how I see you. Not even like, I wouldn't even go so far to say it's like perfectionist, because like you have your moments of like wearing your fucking Jesus sandals with a really nice t-shirt that like blows my fucking mind every single time you do it. Like Why?
Why wear them?
Why you wear the nicest clothes and then you wear your fucking Jesus sandals? And I'm like, why?
I love.
But
my
like, you know,
Jesus
like you
sandals.
don't care sometimes, but then most of the time you do.
Well,
Like
because
most of the time
I've
you care about.
I've also grown a lot, and so in some aspects, I've gotten a lot better about being like, quit focusing so much on you because nobody else really is, and it doesn't matter, and like do what makes you feel comfortable and happy. Like, again, also another cliche, but I mean, it's like life is too short to like really spend 25 minutes picking out an outfit, man.
Yeah.
I
My
got
thing
shit
is
to
like,
do.
if people are going to like you, they're going to stick around. And if they're not going to like you, then they're not worth your time.
Right. So,
So-
but at the same time, I do think that when those really insecure people, they tend to focus a lot on themselves. They tend to talk a lot about themselves. They tend to focus a lot on their problems, talk a lot about their problems. Even when other people are talking about themselves, they tend to
They
bring
always
it back
up
to
that.
them.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, you're right.
they're common threads I found in those people. And I know this because I was one of those people. And so it's just kind of interesting. It's because I had a conversation with my mom about this years ago, probably like early in high school. I never forgot it. Is I was sitting there and I was like, I'm so insecure. Like, I'm so down on myself, whatever. And my mom looked at me and she was like, yeah, because you're a little into yourself, huh?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Lori.
Threw me with some
I
heat.
see
And I
you.
was like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, obviously, no. Like, I'm negative. I just told you I'm not into myself. She's like, well, you have to look in the mirror quite a bit to find all those
To
flaws.
judge yourself. Yeah, I guess you're right. I never
And-
really actually thought about that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh damn. Because then I was pissed. I like got mad, And obviously when you get mad about something, there's
She's probably
probably
right.
some truth to it,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I sat with that for a long time, like for years. And
Damn.
yeah.
Wow. Actually, yeah, I never thought of it like that.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I think
That's
that, I
crazy.
mean, and if you notice, like, even the people listening to this, you guys, like, everyone is thinking of that friend that they have, or maybe it's you, which I've been there, but like that person that's super insecure, but also can't stop.
Like
They are
looking at
center of
themselves in the
attention.
mirror
They are
and
center of
judging
attention.
themselves, or it's like the comparison game. Like you're playing the comparison game against other people constantly, which
And
is
when you're
one
in a-
thing that I would say speaking of taking pride, I would say I don't do that. I say I compare myself more to myself more often than I give a shit about comparing to somebody
So
else.
I do that now.
Yeah.
So now it's very much like me versus me, bitch. It's like kind of, I'm less focused on other people and I'm more focused on like, Abigail, you were not the person that you should have been today, that
Right.
you could have been today.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you need to do better.
Yeah, 100%.
And so I get down on myself about that pretty hard. But I think that also the gym environment too, it's such a breeding ground for like narcissistic,
Dude, it's
insecure
toxic.
people, man, with all the mirrors
all day
everywhere.
is just look at people looking at themselves. Like
Mm-hmm.
every single time somebody passes a mirror, even when you're like training your clients, can look in the mirror and spot somebody from across the room through that mirror looking at themselves in the mirror, like
Yeah.
popping a bicep flex,
Yeah.
looking at their back, taking their shirt off, taking a picture. I mean, it's just the way that the world is these days is like almost everyone has those narcissistic tendencies these days if you're on social media, because all you're doing is posting about yourself.
And there's a difference between appreciation and narcissism,
Yeah.
or just pridefulness. I mean, narcissism is a very heavy
Well, it's okay to
term.
take pride in yourself. That's different.
Right, but I mean like
Or to be proud in yourself, I would
Cockiness.
say. Yeah.
cockiness.
Yeah,
I'll
there's-
change the word. I think that just sitting there and appreciating you and be like, oh, I look fucking good today. Getting a good little quad pumping,
Yeah.
I think that's fine. But yeah, you'll see people, man, with like their full fucking camera setups, with their
The
they
whole
put
nine.
a full face of makeup on. They got their newest G-string T-shirt that shows off like it's not a shirt. Like it's the next best thing. It's basically shirtless with a string.
Yeah.
Cornelius, your brother does that shit.
He definitely does that
It's
shit.
like-
or he takes it off and puts it by his waist.
Dude, why does he do for the photos? Yeah.
I
At
don't
least he
know.
gets paid for it.
Dude, I said this the other day on my TikTok. I think I made a video of it, and it's like, I'm all for, not to like get off topic or anything, but like I'm all for people wearing something that makes you feel good, whether dude or, woman, wear something that makes you feel good at the gym. Like the cute little 2-piece outfits, I'm here for it. My junk bands, here for it. Little braid, little makeup, fuck it, whatever. But like, if you look exactly the same when you leave, I'm judging you.
I'm not even, bit. And not
I'm
even,
like, did you do anything though?
This is my thing. If the way you look when you walk into the gym is the same type of beat face that you have when you go out at night.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just gotta be that too, like mid-glow. Oh, well, some people come from work. Like I've seen some people with a full face of makeup and they come to work, but also I've seen people that come with a full face of makeup and they fucking get their shit done. And they're sweating, like they're not afraid to fuck up their makeup. Like I fucking have face makeup on when I go to the gym sometimes and I leave with streaks down my makeup because I'm sweating my ass off.
You don't need to wear makeup, Tracy. I know it's habit for you.
Insecurities is my skin, bitch.
Whatever.
Well, just
I'll give you a really good face oil. They'll help you.
Whatever you want. I'm on a couple different medications right now.
$180.
Well, then don't give it to me because I'll probably ruin it.
Okay.
Or lose it or something.
But ultimately, back to insecurities and less about judging people. This is the thing.
It's not about judging.
The people that are wearing makeup and doing whatever the fuck they want, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want anyways, and they know who they are. And you know what? Honestly, cool. I feel like my thing is almost like you don't need to wear it, but if it makes you feel fucking good inside, wear whatever the hell you want. I don't care.
Right.
But as far as insecurities go, I think that my job as a trainer, it's not to make you feel good about yourself. It's to make you feel confident in your abilities.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And there's a big difference.
Huge.
I'm not going to sit there and hype you up all the time. That's not my job.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's not going to do anything long term because that's up to you to decide for yourself how you feel about yourself. My job is to make it so that if you stop training with me one day,
you can do it on your own.
You can do everything on your own with proficiency and progress still in mind, and you can do it with confidence.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Mm-hmm.
And if I've done that at the end of the day, I'm very happy with what I've done.
Yeah. I will say, like, coaching a team versus coaching individuals is different in the sense of like giving them the confidence boost, but not so much in the training aspect. Maybe a little bit more in like, when we go to events with each other and like we're helping each other through a specific event together. Like, for example, shout out to our girl Mitzi who couldn't get over the A-frame the first time, and I'm like helping her through and giving her the confidence that the next time that she does it, she could ask a stranger for help or even do it herself.
That's coaching.
But that's different.
That's coaching.
But even with us, like we've had people leave our program that are fully capable of going to another gym because they moved state and they're following our programs online, but they know what they're doing. And like that level of confidence that you're giving them in turn will lower the insecurities that they have about going to another gym.
Right.
I mean, like how scary is it when you're so like tight knit with a group of people at a gym, which is probably one of the most intimidating places for most people, right? Mm-hmm. And then you leave state, you go somewhere else, and then you have to go to another random gym. You don't know anybody. You don't know any of the classes. You don't even know the class times. You might not know the type of equipment that they have. But all of our people that have left so far are able to do so. And that's like from training and giving them the confidence aspect instead of like hyping them up,
I had a client, sorry. I had a client, she's finishing up training with me, and it was really awesome. She messaged me and personally was like, look, I just want to tell you, I hated lifting when I started training with you. I hated it. And she was like, even when I first began training with you, I hated it. And she was like, I'm finishing training with you now, and I not only feel like I know what I'm doing and I feel confident in knowing what I'm doing, but I also love it, and I will continue doing it. And for me, it's like that is everything I wanted to hear, like clients that say that to me, like they don't understand how much that makes me feel fulfilled as a trainer, because that's all, again, like back to episode 2, it's like my favorite thing about being a trainer is watching them become autonomous and watching me do my job well. right? Like, and if I can do that, I'm like, this is it. I'm good.
That's the ultimate gold star right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that ties into how insecurities that we deal with as trainers. Training is like, I'm constantly thinking about, you know, how I can not only most efficiently help my clients reach their goals, but also how I can do that and still keep them satisfied, right? How I'm doing as a trainer in terms of, am I aware? Am I paying attention to them? Am I, you know, am I engaged? Am I spending enough time on their programming? Am I thinking like it's a constant thought process. Like, I don't think that people understand how much really goes into being a trainer. No. I think people think that we kind of just show up and we just are like, get on this machine and do some leg press and figure it out. And it's like, no, I'm thinking about like your history, what your goals are, what your mood is today, what the program's been as of the past few weeks, what I want to do in the next few weeks. I'm thinking about who the people in the gym. Is it crowded? Is there space? Do we have to modify? Like, I'm thinking about all these, and at the same time, they're talking to me about their day. I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about their day, how I can still engage with them while I'm still thinking about all these other things.
Yeah, and on top of all of that, you have clients beforehand that you're doing the same thing for. So you have to be this like weird puppet of like turning it on and turning it off per person and making sure that you're giving every single person the best effort.
Right.
Like even sometimes like in classes, like you got 20 people in a room, you can't talk to them all the same.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you just can't. Like they're all emotionally different. They're all going through something different. They might all be training together and doing the same type of program, but they're all at a different level of fitness or what they're going through, what their goals are. And you're just like this puppet of like, okay, making sure that you give every single person your best effort. Like that's a really big thing for me that I worry about all the time. You know, Barry and I meet like once a week at Canopy Road and we go through like our whole weekly plan. And one of the biggest things that we do is we're like, okay, you know, so-and-so is going to take this amount of time. The average person takes this, you know, so-and-so is going to take this amount of time. How can we make this work together? Where they're cohesively working together for a purpose, but they all individually have their own goals.
Right.
Like that shit's tough.
I think that too, like, it's not just gen pop, like even with athletes, like the psychological warfare that goes on in the mind of an athlete. Like some of my kids, man, some of them don't quite understand it yet. They don't even, I think, really understand the pressure of their sport yet. But a lot of my a lot of my college athletes, they are constantly talking to me, you know. And they're talking to me about personal stuff they're going through. They're talking to me about mental shit that they're going through, how they had a 2-hour hitting practice. They fucking could not focus. Like, they're down on it. If they don't get a move first try, man, athletes are the worst. They get pissed. Like,
tell me about it.
Because they have to get it right. Like, they're so competitive. They have that competitive edge. And so it's just, sometimes it's really hard navigating. And it's hard figuring out if I'm doing my job 100% all the time, because you don't always know and you don't always get that feedback from clients. And you can tell. I mean, like, you can tell when clients are legitimately happy or legitimately unhappy. But there's a lot of those in between days where they're coming in, they need a workout, they're working out. It's a good workout. You move on, they go. And those in between days sometimes are really tough, like on me mentally, because I'm constantly in my head about what I could have done better. What I missed. You know, it's like even exercise order of selection. I'm sitting there thinking, and I'll be done with my client and I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have put this exercise first. Like, that's like, honestly, that's the exercise after that was like way higher output. Like, it required so much more stability. Like, they shouldn't have done that. You know, I get so in my own shit. And I think that's part of what helps you become a better trainer. Absolutely. Is that constant evaluation and figuring out what you did well, what you did bad. But man, like, that's another thing. I think clients come in and they're like, trainers are, they know what they're doing. They know what's up. They come in, they're like the top dogs of the gym world. Like, they are.
But it's hard. I mean, even like days on today, like, you know, you said that somebody came in and you said that you had insecurities and their eyes kind of like opened up. Like, today is a perfect example. I had like the shittiest morning ever, right? And I had to teach a 5 a.m. class, a 6 a.m. class, a 7 a.m. class, 2 clients. I lied. 3 clients and then a 9 a.m. class. No break from 4 o'clock in the morning until 10, right? Which is a long fucking time to be turning it on and turning it off. And the whole time I felt like trash. And the whole time all I thought about was that I hope I don't have a sour look on my face. Like, I really hope that this is not one of those days that they look at me and be like, wow, she doesn't feel good. Like, I feel
She
like
doesn't want to be here.
people can visibly see when you're not having a great day because we all have them. We all have shitty days. You know what I'm saying? But like, I would say that I'm the type of person that wears my emotions on my face, and like all I could think about all day long, like all I could think about all day long was, oh my God, like I'm trying my best right now, but I feel like I'm going to go to the bathroom at any minute. I was like, I was nauseous all morning. I felt like trash. I didn't have my coffee. I drank 1 bottle of water today. Like I was just I just felt terrible. Like I couldn't keep anything down. It just wasn't even working. And I was so insecure that like somebody would leave my class and be like, damn, Tracy was off her shit today.
And also,
like, damn, like,
and their workout suffered because of it. Like,
exactly.
That's the big,
or like, damn, I didn't give them enough, or like, I didn't push one of my clients hard enough. Like I would have if I was like in my shit and I was realizing what they were doing during their training. Like I could have given them that extra.
For me,
set,
that's also it's less energy because I can fake energy, but I can't fake awareness, and I am really bad at also like that awareness. If I can't fake paying attention to them, not just listening to them and talking about their day, but it's very hard when you're going through shit and you have it. I mean, first of all, like when you're in the training room, man, it doesn't matter what you're going through. It's them.
Right.
Like, they're the important ones. And so sometimes though your emotions will bleed in. And that's something that I think both of us are working on. And
especially, me, I'm like squirrel for brains as it is. So when I have my own problems going on, I'm like pinging back and forth from like 1,000 different things going through my brain.
So for me, when my awareness is gone, when I've lost that focus, it's not only tough for me to listen to them, but also it's tough for me to give proper feedback.
Yeah.
And it's really tough for me to think critically about what my client needs to do that day, right? Because I may have a general scheme that I want for their whole program. I may even have their whole program written, but depending on the client, it's busy in the gym, their mood is off, something has to change, something has to be altered. I have to find something else. And the entire workout could be what I would consider a shitty or compromised workout because I'm not aware enough in that moment to think on the fly, all right, the machine fly is taken. I'm going to put him on a cable fly or whatever. Instead, I'm like, I'm just fuck it. Let's just do dumbbell bench. And it's like, oh my God, they did heavy overhead press. They did a heavy dumbbell row. Now you want them to do heavy dumbbell bench? Like, no, that's like not necessarily a great idea. Like, so it's stuff like that clients don't notice, but I notice.
But you do.
I know.
Right.
And at the end of the day, when I go home, I got to report to me. And so I think that people don't understand, like, trainers don't just feel insecure about the way that they look, right? If anything, we're the epitome of feeling insecure about the way that they look. That's probably how we got into this fucking industry in the first place,
Yeah.
Like, we're poster child for insecure people.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, like, all the time we're dealing with insecurities about our craft. Like,
and making sure that everything is the right way. I mean, like today is just a good day for fucking examples.
Tracy's like, another thing I did wrong today.
I'm just gonna tell you everything that like today, perfect example. Okay, we had a transitions workout. It was 4 different sections, 10 minutes at a time. It was time-based, not rep-based.
Yeah.
So you had a 10-minute time cap and you had to get in 2 rounds of what we gave you in that 10-minute time cap, specifically pushing people to their limits of not stopping in between the transitions of, okay, row, run, row, ski, lunge, run. Like, get up and get moving, right? And you had to get in 2 rounds before your 10 minutes, and then we gave them a break in between.
Okay.
And I forgot to fucking set up the med balls, the med ball sit-ups. The med ball sit-ups in the DECA is a med ball sit-up throw.
Right.
It's not a med ball sit-up. And we were doing DECA Fit. We have DECA Fit on the 3rd. And so they all came back in from the run. I'm like in a 10-minute time crunch. I have the clock on. I have everybody in specific stations. And the med balls were on the floor. Yeah. And Mitzi was like, shit, what are we doing? And I was like, I don't know. And she just kind of looked at me and I was like, just sit-ups. I was like, I'll figure it out. Just hit your med ball sit-ups. Keep going. And then since the first group did it, I mean, I just had to keep it because they all had to endure that workout at different paces.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. And I literally looked at Barry and I was like, I fucked up. Like I set up everything else. And then I was just like, shit. Like it's 2 totally different exercises. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a clear difference between just putting the medicine ball in between your legs and throwing it at a 4-foot wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was sitting there just looking at Barry, and he's like, they'll never, like, don't worry about it. They're not going to talk about
See,
it later.
the thing is, they're not going to talk about it later. And
But
I
am.
wouldn't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm another
Yeah.
trainer, and I'm just like, just fucking do a med ball sit up.
But I was like, shit.
But you care.
But I
and
care.
you care less because of the programming error and more because of the error with you to
Right.
prepare. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, if let's say you prepared and it just didn't work out, you guys would have been like, all right, med ball sit-ups. Like, you would have been okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of that. It was because there was a problem on your end that you fucked up. And that's what, you know, people don't realize. I mean, like, people listening to this, like, you guys have jobs, probably. You know, like, hopefully you have jobs that you absolutely love and that you're passionate about. Like, there are so many days where I'm sure you guys feel that heat of like, fuck, I'm not progressing. I fucked this up. It's been a bad day. You know, I lost clients. You know, my art business isn't taking off. Like, I made fucking $4,000 last month. I made $2,000 this month. Like, whatever it is, like, it happens, and like, failures come, and like, insecurities come. And I think at the end of the day, it's like, you can control you. So figure out what you can fix,
Right.
reevaluate that, and then go from there. And that in and of itself, like, you checking in with yourself and that awareness with yourself is going to make you better at your job. And it may not all fix itself in a day or 2 days or even a month, but like, you're going to get better as a person. And because of that, your job is going to,
Absolutely.
your job success is going to increase.
And you know what's so funny too is like, when it comes to work versus yourself, it's almost like the things that I'm insecure about with myself, just as a normal human being, I almost can like brush off, and I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'm more accepting of my insecurities that I have as a person than I am accepting of the insecurities that I have in my job.
Because they influence other people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to report to other people.
Yeah.
It lets other people down. I feel that.
Yeah. You know, like when you said, like, at the end of the day, you report to yourself, like, you do, but to a certain extent, you really give a fuck about what they think about you versus how you kind of think of yourself. Well, me more or less, I would say. And then like, when it comes to me, like, I'm an insecure person in a couple different aspects, but I mean, honestly, like, especially over the course of a couple of years now, I've been like, fuck it. Like, that shit I could just kind of like roll off, you know? But when it comes to work, I'm very, I would say I'm very insecure. I don't let it roll off as easy. Like, when I fuck up, you know?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if this is a helpful talk or not.
I don't know. We're just kind of like airing out our laundry a little bit.
We're airing out our shit.
All to say that trainers aren't perfect.
Trainers aren't perfect, and people are insecure, and that's just how it goes. Don't be a narcissist.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. What time are we at? Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, wait. So let's say those couple, you want me to read those stories?
We have some stories. Should we leave the dating trainers and members for another episode? Because that's a whole nother spiel.
Yeah, we can do that for another episode.
Oh, everyone's going to be pissed.
Okay.
Whatever.
Wait, let me go back to my
guys.
So in talking about like random, I guess this like doesn't even have to do with insecurities. Which is
we're totally changing the thing.
Kind of changing our subject.
If that's what you guys came for, just sign off now.
Yeah. Yo, listen. So I put up on the story. Oh my God, stop texting me, people. I'm so popular.
About embarrassing gym moments they've had.
Oh yeah, about embarrassing moments that they've had.
Yeah. So, or seeing other people do.
Yeah. Are you gonna tell an embarrassing moment?
I've got a few here.
Oh no, about you? Embarrassing moment about you?
The one that we've talked about, that's for real. I gotta wait on that one.
Man, that one's such a good story too.
It's so good.
Abigail called me at the gym.
Oh,
I'm not gonna tell it, but all she said was, "Oh my God, I have to tell you something. I totally pulled a trash this morning." And I went, "Oh no!"
And I told you, and you were like, "Oh God, I would totally do that."
It was so something that I would do.
Yeah,
so something that I would do.
We gotta wait on that story though.
Okay, but I just put like just random stories that you've seen in the gym, and it will stay anonymous. Yeah, I have a couple.
Okay.
I'll start it with this one because this one is kind of like, it goes for almost everyone in the gym because we've seen some really crazy shit.
Okay.
Somebody said, I saw a guy doing face pulls vigorously, waving his whole body like a fuck boy. So
I'm
picturing like hip thrusting while he's fucking throwing the rope at his face.
But I think the gyrating thing is like something that everyone's like, certain people just do that for exercises. Like I feel like they think that if they just vigorously do the exercise,
they flail like a fish,
that they get more out of it or something. So like I saw one guy. I legitimately don't know what he was doing. I think he really was humping because he was on a stability ball and he was just rocking back and forth on the stability ball. And I was like, you're literally practicing fucking right now. He was upstairs. At least he was upstairs. So there's like 3 other people up there, maybe.
Just by himself?
Dude, on a stability ball. Just fucking
Yeah, people be doing some wild stuff.
He was doing some sweet loving to that air.
Yeah, I caught somebody in the new room with 2 small bender balls in his shirt pretending like he had boobs on. Yeah, I did. I have a picture of it somewhere because I on the sly took a picture of him through the mirror. I do. It was some kid. He had on a tank top and he had 2 fucking bender balls in his shirt.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
I know exactly.
Do you have the picture too?
No, but I have a feeling I know who the person is.
Yo, people do some wild shit.
The gym is such a weird place. I don't realize that until I just think about it for a little bit.
Or when you see it in the moment, you're like, whatever. And then you leave the gym and you're like, whoa, I just saw some dude fucking literally trying to have sex with his plyo ball upstairs.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, well, mine are better.
I have a couple of them. You can go.
Oh, keep going.
Can we go? All right. This one says, an old man telling me at the front desk that he would shoot his wife, but then he would have to hire a new cook.
I feel like old men are always complaining about something, and it's usually their wife.
Always.
They're like, if my wife was dead right now, I wish she fucking was. I would totally tap that.
The Old Men's Club in the morning at the gym they are hysterical, but let me tell you, they piss some people off.
I have to tell you about this one guy, this sweet old man, was one of my clients for like a few months, and he is like the sweetest creepy man ever. Like I was doing hip thrust, which Abigail doing hip thrust, what? Don't talk to me about it. It's a weird day. It's a weird day. Anyway, so I was doing hip thrust and he's on a machine and he's literally just staring at me. And I had to get another member. I said, I need you to stand in front of me and block my crotch.
Oh God.
And just stand. And this dude was a G, and he stood in front of my ass and blocked my crotch,
God bless.
so that this guy wasn't so he eventually started his set because he wasn't looking at me anymore. But it was, and every day he sees me, he hi Abigail, and he makes a comment on how beautiful
Do I know who this person is?
Yes, probably.
Oh man,
we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it off camera. All right. Oh my God, I have to tell you this story. Let me read this one.
Yeah.
Can I read this one? And I'll make it a quick story.
Okay.
The bald fucker who stared down our OCR class for a whole hour. Yo, let me fucking tell you this story, okay?
This better be good.
Because I actually was really fucking good. I was actually really good. Dude, you'd be proud of me, okay?
Why would I be proud?
Because I wasn't an asshole.
Okay.
And
but see, this is going to be a boring story then because
No, he sent Cameron an email and told him how unpleasant I was. And I was like, this motherfucker.
Oh, I got an email, remember, I got a terrible Elevate review.
Oh yeah, it's like, this bitch kicked me out of the Elevate room.
I'm like, we had a class.
She knew. She was a part of the Elevate program months ago.
Anyways,
she knows.
Continue.
All right, so listen to this, okay? So we have back up. We have an hybrid OCR program.
Back up, Terry. Put it in reverse.
Backing up.
Does anyone know that video? It's a good video. Have you never seen that video?
I just quoted SpongeBob. So
dude, it's a dude in a wheelchair and there's fucking fireworks. They light the fireworks and this guy in the self-moving in the machine chair or whatever. in He's in the chair, and the fireworks go off, and he's right next to them, and he's not moving his fucking chair right to get out of the way, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, Terry, back up, Terry, put it in reverse, Terry."
No, I've never seen it.
He's like, the fireworks he's right. The fireworks are going off right next to him, just exploding. And Terry's sitting there with his head in his hand. I think his name's Terry, I guess, because he told him Terry. He's sitting there, he's like, oh man, oh my God.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh,
but
guys,
I'll look it up.
shout out, dude.
Shout out to Terry.
If y'all listen to this episode, let me know if you've seen that fucking video. That's funny as shit.
Yo, listen. Okay, so
Okay.
we host this class 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 o'clock. Has been going on since January. Okay, so everybody in that gym knows what's good. Okay, there's this new guy. He gets a membership. I guess he wasn't told that there was a class at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in there. It's about like 15. Well, we got like 15 minutes until everybody would show up. Like 10 till whatever. Blah blah. I'm like, hey, when you're done using that air bike, just do me a favor. You don't have to put it away. I'm going to use it for class at 7 a.m. And he goes, I'm using the air bike. And I said, okay, no big deal. I was like, you got 15 minutes, but when you're done, don't worry about putting it away. Just leave it there. I'll use it for class. And he was like, well, I'm going to be using it past 7 o'clock. And I was like, okay, we have a class at 7. What are you doing? Can I help you? We have other areas that have functional training, aspects to it. I said, what are you doing in your program right now? It looked like he was doing some CrossFit, wacky shit. And I was like, tell me what you're doing. Maybe I can help you out. He's like, you help me? He was like, you help me? I'm going to be using this air bike until after 7 o'clock. And I was like, no, you're not. So he got off the air bike and started doing his sit-ups, and I took the air bike away from him and put it on the opposite side of the room. So he walks out, and obviously he wasn't done his workout, but the dude pissed me off. So I literally took the air bike from him and put it on the opposite side of the room. Yeah. So he walks up to the front desk. He's talking to John. John's shooting the shit with them. He's like, oh my God, I didn't know I had this class. This isn't going to fucking work for me. Da-da-da-da, whatever. Okay. John thinks it's a 45-minute class because John doesn't pay attention. So he thinks it's a 45-minute class.
I love John.
Yeah.
I love
so
John.
This dude, okay, we close the doors. He comes, it's clear doors. If anybody that's never seen the elevate room, it is clear doors in this class, okay? We have 20-something people in there. Yeah. We're using all of the equipment. For an hour straight, this bald man with yellow shoes, white t-shirt, gray pants, could fucking write a police report on him, stood looking at all of my people with his cell phone, taking videos of all of us through the window for a fucking hour. Standing. The dude actually stood there. Okay. So I kind of peeked my head around the corner to go get a water. I walked right by him. He gave me this dirty look. I walked, whatever. He thinks that the class is done at 45 minutes. He goes to open the door, and I literally went like this and pointed at my watch, and I went like that. We got 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So he sat down for another 10 minutes in the chair, still taking videos of us, which all of those videos he sent to Cameron, our boss, another co-owner of the gym, and told him about how unpleasant I was and whatever, because I guess taking the air bike basically told him to fuck off in the nicest way possible. And then he comes into the room, comes hand width distance to my face, and Barry's standing right there, and he comes hand width distance to my face, and he's like, so can I use this room now? And I looked at him and I said, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And so he literally, Abigail, I shit you not, this man did 10 pull-ups and then left the gym.
Oh, he came for fucking violence this morning.
This fucker has passed me in the gym almost every single day. Well, no, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:15-ish when the class is done. Mm-hmm. And he has still not looked at me in the eyes. He refuses to look at me when we pass each other now.
He's an asshole.
Oh, if he said anything to me, I would have fucking rocked that sucker right in the face.
Well, that's the thing. It's there's a difference between customer service and then just rolling over to people being assholes to you.
Oh man,
you were nice at first. You were like, "Hey man,"
that's what I'm saying. I literally the one time I actually wasn't an asshole. Okay,
she's like, I was the bigger person.
I was offering my help. I was offering my assistance.
Help from you?
What? And then this bitch wrote a fucking nasty ass review about me and wrote an email saying how unpleasant I was and that I wouldn't give him any information and that I didn't ask for help, which is a fucking bold-faced lie. There was other people in that room. Oh yeah. Sent the whole thing to Cameron.
He wrote a review and a bad review?
Yeah, of course he did. He's one of them probably one of those Yelp idiots that goes and is like, I had a terrible drink. -stars.
Because they didn't give it to him for free or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The asshole bald.
So that's an
bald-headed guy.
anonymous story. It doesn't look like she really wants him to be anonymous.
We don't. If you're listening to this podcast, he knows exactly who it is. I don't even give a fuck. So I'm coming for you. No, I'm just
All
kidding.
right. Here's one. Oh, well, this is one. Kickbacks on the Stairmaster. How do we feel about that?
Kickbacks on the Stairmaster?
Yeah, how do I feel about that? No go. Me. Not a fan. Man.
What are you doing?
Go do some glute kickbacks.
What
On a machine.
What's the goal?
Right. If you want to do
Tell me what the goal is.
Right. The goal is to do glute kickbacks on the Stairmaster.
Right, but like why?
I don't know. Get a little air glute pump while you're doing
Show
cardio.
Show the booty from the back.
Different
And the
angles.
mirror is like show the people what they want type of deal.
She knows she bad when she can pose from any angle. Push it. Look.
Real good. Push
What
it
are we
real
doing?
good.
Are we humping?
I don't know.
We're humping air.
I don't know what that was.
Oh, you go because I have another one.
Oh, I have.
Whenever you're
Oh, this one's really bad.
Okay.
Was going to use a lap pull down machine, but the girl before me left her Aunt Flo streak.
The coochie sweat.
Her Aunt Flo streak.
What is? Oh.
Oh.
I don't know why when you said ant, I thought you meant like the critters.
It just gave me like a really gross fucking visual. Ew.
And so then I just paid attention to the streak part, and I was like, "Oh
No,
shit, the
her
coochie
Aunt
sweat."
Flo streak. Oh man.
Oh, that's just a bummer
That's
for the girl
bad.
too, because she'd probably be so embarrassed if she knew that she had left that shit.
Oh man.
Like, and she was probably bleeding through her pants.
Yeah. I hope she has friends.
Ooh, right. And somebody told her.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. Like, if I saw a girl leave a bloody streak, I would have found that bitch. I'd be like, girl, you better go to the toilet immediately.
Yeah. You need some assistance?
You need some. I'm not gonna help you with that.
Not for me.
not for.
Not for me, but you need some assistance.
I got a tampy for you.
Yeah.
That's, I'm gonna tell you. Ooh, yeah. Curling the bar with fives on each side on the platform. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't know why, but people that curl in the squat rack, it's like no goddamn reason. We have easy bars, we have straight bars. We have bars. We have bars in our gym to curl.
Yeah.
Up to 110 pounds, man. And if you need to curl any more than that, shoot for some dumbbells, hit up some cables. You don't need to do a barbell in the squat rack, especially during peak gym hours. Like, if it is freaking busy, my mic's probably picking up me slamming my fist in my foot because I'm pissed, but whatever. If it's 5 p.m. and the gym is busy and you think it's a good idea, like, those are narcissists.
To take up a whole ass
You
platform.
are a narcissist.
Right.
You are a narcissist.
Right.
If you can curl in the fucking squat rack when you know there's some dude waiting to deadlift and he's just sitting there with his fucking chalk and his Vivo barefoots and his
Waiting for this dude to get
his
off.
fucking belt that he got embroidered of his name on it on the back,
Yeah,
He's been waiting to deadlift for the past week, cuz
he's been eyeing that spot for like the last hour.
That's his deadlift rack.
Dude, here's my thing about the fucking curling with the squat rack, right? Like
squat rack.
Squat rack. Squat rack. There has been so many videos that I have made on the Momentum page being like, don't curl in the squat rack, right?
They do it
pet
to
peeves.
spite us.
They do it anyway. They do it anyway. Like, it is out loud a gym fuckery meme. Don't do it.
That's because, it's because they're narcissists. Did
Yeah.
you just have a weird sound in your throat?
Yeah, did you hear that?
I heard that
Did you
all the
hear
way
that?
over here.
Wow, maybe these headphones are working. Little
I'm
ASMR.
gonna freak everybody out.
Little ASMR.
I have one.
Okay.
I just did one, but I have another one. I
okay.
just realized I
Good.
just said one.
Good.
Oh, so there's one that says children wearing the tees with arms the size of an ant's leg, like the super scrawny, the tees we were just talking about, the stringers.
Oh.
Cornelius.
Yeah.
Tracy's
It's my brother.
is part of the fucking problem.
Yeah, we're talking about him directly. He'll listen to this and he'll probably laugh about it anyway, but we're talking about you.
We're talking about you, Cornelius.
Yeah.
But you know what? At
Love you,
least
minute.
Cornelius is jacked. Like, the worst is when they wear the stringers and they're like skinny fat, It's like, what are you trying to show off? Your fucking 25% body fat? This is why people are insecure. I'm sorry.
Paul used to say that we wouldn't give a fuck and do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm sorry. You're fucking skinny fat. You're wearing a string. You go to fucking Whataburger on the weekends.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, you don't actually put in the work, so, like, just wear the
You eat
pump
an
cover until you
entire
can take the
bowl
pumper
of...
off.
You eat an entire box of cereal and say that it's Gains.
Dirty bulk. I hate people that do that shit, too.
Dirty bulk.
Dirty bulk. What even is that? It's so
What is
gross.
a bulk if it's not dirty?
Oh, it's so gross, bro.
It's gotta be dirty.
So fucking gross.
Nasty.
All right, I got one more, and it's opinion question, kind of ish.
Okay.
Fucking gloves, bro. If you don't look forward to having calluses, you ain't really lifting. Power to that. I fully agree.
I'm not a glove person.
I am not a glove person.
I just...
No. Gloves for what reason? What is the reason?
The guys I date are probably wishing I was a glove person.
What is the...
All these guys are going to start messaging, wear gloves.
Shit.
Wear the gloves.
Man, that impression. Dude, listen.
Nah, fuck it. Don't wear the gloves.
Don't wear the fucking gloves. Like,
Don't wear the gloves,
Like,
man.
your hands are tools. Use them. Make them strong. Do your finger exercises. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
your finger
But, like,
exercises.
unless you have some serious, like, OCD, germophobic, you know, whatever, if you pick up a pair of dumbbells to do bicep curls and you have gloves on, you probably should go 5 pounds less. And just, like, or just let them go and never come back.
Quit the gym. Retire.
No, totally kidding. Totally kidding. My clients wear gloves. I love you. But listen, they should always take them off.
clients that wear gloves as well.
I tell them to take them off all the time.
I judge them.
All the time. Ellen's going to listen to this. Listen, she brings gloves to the gym. She never puts them on. She literally brings gloves to the gym,
time.
and I'll be like, hey, Ellen, we're going to do some upper body today. Okay, cool. Brings her gloves with her, puts the gloves on the floor. Never wears them.
The gloves are
like,
they're like a little sweat wiper.
yeah, like why do you need them? You got your own towel for your little like grossness that you
Security
can wipe
blanket.
up. Just like your hands are tools, fucking use them. You know? But I got fucking gator hands. My hands are gross.
I
They're
have
scaly.
gator hands.
Yeah, I've got like calluses up the
Rest
ass,
in
so I can't
peace
really
to
talk.
Stefano.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace to Stefano, sir. It's a hard world out there for you, cuz. Put on some lotion.
Yeah, that don't fucking work.
Moisture. Oh.
I'd
Anyways,
be racing
next
too
one.
much. I'd be racing too much.
I have a couple, and then we can close it out.
Okay. Hit me with it.
I one time passed out on the bench press while warming up with the bar because I was high on pills.
No
Dude,
way.
imagine this fucking, and this guy's like pretty strong. Imagine this just like jack strong dude hitting that bar up. You guys, everyone's watching. They're like ready to see him fucking load up some plates. He just passes
He's
out
just
bar weight
snoring.
and nothing.
Shut up.
Yo,
That's fucking hysterical.
What do
I would
you
pay to see
like?
that.
What do you do if you work there? Hey man,
Like,
You can't
yo,
nap here.
buddy, you gonna hit this set or no? We're all waiting. Like,
that guy with his fucking embroidered belt been waiting for that bench too.
people are waiting on this bench, man.
Dude, that's the guy that you just push him over the bench, start warming up your own
I
set.
know, right? Oh my
He'll
god.
wake up eventually.
That's hysterical. Go you, dude.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Oh, why are you taking pills before you go to the fucking gym?
Hey, I don't know.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? You gotta switch it up.
Why not?
That's how you switch up your
It's for the
programming.
different experiences.
Yeah, that's
For
how
the
you
programming.
switch up that programming.
Yeah, how do you change your program? Take a pill.
Yeah, going high.
See how it is. Good luck.
Drink some fucking alcohol. See how it goes. Don't break the seal first. Piss in between every set. Yo. All right, last
What's the
one.
next one?
Threesome in the tanning bed. How do you? That's
Ooh.
not the real.
They had to
That's
fucking
not
work.
real
They had to
because-
work somewhere. That had a tanning
And
bed.
that's not real because man, how do you fit 3 people in that damn thing?
In a tanning bed. And I'm guessing it's a stand-up tanning bed.
Are
How
there
you gonna
stand
lay
up?
down?
I only
Have
know
you ever
laying
seen
down.
the movie Final Destination?
No.
Okay.
I'm scared to watch
the
that
bitch
movie.
dies in the tanning bed. And it's a single person. Yeah, the tree knocks over
How
a
many
little
f-
valve, and the valve of the tanning bed goes to like extremely hot or whatever, and the dude burns. He burns in the tanning bed.
This is why I don't want to watch Final Destination because I'm gonna be scared to do everything.
Oh my god, it's so insane. The movies are so old though, you have to laugh at them now. Like
That's
you
why
probably,
everyone who's seen Final Destination, whenever there's like a truck with logs, y'all will know this if you've watched
Oh, yeah.
it.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never watched
Impaled.
it, but they.
You'll be impaled. You cannot drive behind a truck that has those things. And then I think one of the movies had something where there was like knives on the wall or some shit, and the knives came down and like killed somebody.
Just stop, bro. Just stop, bro.
All right, getting a little off topic. But
Just getting
listen,
off-
dude, you can't fit more than one person in a tanning bed.
That's what I'm saying. You can't have a threesome in a tanning bed. That's not feasible.
You can in a stand-up? Possibly, depending on what type of tanning bed it is.
Really?
But also, why would you want to do that? Because it's blazing hot.
Also, what if the weird tan lines, man? Would you not get weird tan lines? You get like
You would
a
have like
dick
a
tan line?
handprint on your back. Like a fucking...
around your neck.
Yeah, yeah.
Your neck's like pale as fuck.
Yup.
And the rest of your
Or
body.
like just the fingerprints or like on the sides of your neck. How weird.
You look like
What a liar.
that's
Who is that? Don't say it out loud. You gotta tell me who it is though.
I'll
off
tell you
camera.
after, man.
Oh,
You need to meet
Do I
this
know-
man too, because he's from New York.
I don't know who it is.
Nah.
Damn.
You never met him. But he's from New York. Actually, you don't fuck it. He doesn't give a fuck. It's Lou. Shout out Lou.
Do I know him? I don't know.
But man, he's from New York. He's like, you guys would start talking and you guys would start talking a different language because it'd be the whole accent situation would be happening. Dude, he's so New York that he started talking and I started talking. I was like, what? You know, I'm like, somebody give me a coffee. I don't know. Like, I'm like, I'm Southern. Like, I don't have that accent, but he's so New York.
That you're just like talking just like him.
Bro.
I know.
He's awesome, though. He's so fucking cool. If he's listening to this, I hope you're listening to this, Lou.
Shout out, but
man.
you're a liar.
You're a liar, dude. There's no way. He's like, it was me. I had the threesome. It was next to the tanning bed.
Probably like comment on the podcast like, oh, that's me.
It's me. And it was actually, and it does work, actually. If you keep the thing open, you just fucking fit everybody in there, run a train.
Dude, I wouldn't even, if I had the opportunity to do that, I would still say no because it is too hot. And I would be scared I would
If you had
die.
the opportunity to have a threesome, you'd say no in general.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if I was single and I had the opportunity to do it, I would still say no.
You're vanilla, girl. You vanilla girl.
I know, but I'm saying, like, no.
Well, you sweat a lot in general, I
Bro,
feel.
I am, yeah, no.
And the heat makes you poop, too. So I feel like you'd be mid in there.
I'd be like, excuse me? I have a tail end of your hand on my neck and I gotta take a shit, so the girl's gotta get out. Y'all are gonna finish this up as a couple, and I'm gonna head out.
Oh, they're the couple. You're
Yeah.
just the.
I'm in for the business.
You're the hopper inner.
Oh yeah, I was in for the business. I was the home wrecker for a hot second, and now I'm out.
She's just the hopper in. She's the third wheel.
The hopper inner.
Don't tell Stefano.
Oh man, it's 8:30. He's gonna be so
we talked
mad.
for a quick minute.
We did, but he's
Why
gonna be
is
so
he gonna
mad.
be mad?
Oh, he's not gonna be mad.
Stefano, let me have time with my girl. We had to start filming on Mondays because you had to take Wednesdays. Just chill.
Because Wednesdays are date
He's just
day.
jealous because he isn't sitting here. Like, if he was sitting here listening to this episode, he'd be like, so good.
He is, for anybody who's gotten this far, he literally cannot wait for the audio to come out before the podcast actually comes out. Which, like,
Yeah, he
shout out to
listens to
him.
it
I'm really
before.
happy that he's listening to it because then he can give me some feedback
Supportive
on it.
hubby.
Yeah.
Supportive
Supportive hubby. He also thinks it's pretty funny. I'm like, shit, we're funny?
Are we
I mean,
funny?
oh my God, we're okay. Like, we're doing okay with this whole thing.
we funny?
I mean, like, not
We
gonna
have
lie.
headsets now, bro.
I know.
Official.
Every time. And
Our
now,
lighting might be weird because it went from light to dark.
oh, it's really dark outside.
Yeah, so our lighting might be.
So what? We'll have a
fudged
fucking
up.
video with this podcast. It's going to be on
Is it
YouTube.
still recording?
It's still recording.
Yeah,
We finally figured
we're
it out.
professional. Oh, that's gonna be a reel.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Get in the tanning bed. All right, motherfuckers, don't be insecure. Don't be a narcissist. Don't do curls in the freaking squat rack. And we'll see you guys next Thursday for some bar talk.
Thank you for shooting the shit with us.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello?